Well, let's see what happens.
Oh, there we go. It says we live.
Yeah.
We are live, and I believe we are. And if anyone can see us, give us a thumbs up in the chat. That's what I want to see. Let me pull chat right here.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Combat Geek McD in the house from all the way from across the pond. One of the biggest supporters of the channel. But
Yeah.
Shit.
what is going on, Mr. Edwin, Mr. Jeffrey? How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Good. I just got home just in time to do the show. Had the day off from work, but I've been helping a friend move, so just taking care of that is about it today.
Edwin, how you feeling today, sir?
I'm good, man. I was at the house all day. Wife wanted me to help reorganize the bedroom and move some stuff around, so that's what I've been doing all day.
I'll make sure I won't take too much of your time because you got
Yeah, I still got to finish up in there, man.
yeah, we'll keep you here for about 15, 20 minutes if you don't mind, sir.
I wanted to come by, man, say hi to everybody.
And the man, Mr. Dan Piercy, one of the biggest supporters of the community. Mr.
Thank
how
you.
Doing, sir?
I don't know about that. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Oh, thanks for the invite. I mean, not for invite for thanks for accepting the invite.
Yes, yes.
So, how you doing today, Dan?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to talk MegaCon.
That's it, man.
You have some MegaCon memories to share?
Well, I went yesterday and it was pretty awesome. I met White Whale for the first time. I met Comic Smurf. Comic Smurf is pretty dope, man. He is so funny. And he was already messaging me today talking about let's go to Tampa later on in August. I said, we'll work around it, man. So let's see what happens. And it was pretty neat, man. These guys are awesome. They got their own separate channels and all that good stuff. So check them out. You guys know who they are already. But yeah, man, it was pretty good time just hanging out. Even Steve Whiting was there. And man, I walk out with a bunch of books, and Steve walks out with one, but he's going out. He went today, and he's going tomorrow, so that's pretty neat for him.
You said you were hunting. Did you pick up anything cool?
Well, I did. I picked up the Tomb of Dracula #1, and then I picked up some Silver Age like Flash.
Yeah.
They had like buy one get one like half off or stuff like that. So I scored on that. But yeah, I hurt my pockets a little bit, but got to rebound eventually. So let me see, Edwin, you picked up any books this week or just relaxing?
Oh man, yesterday I went by the local comic shop that they just opened up in November. That's Scruffy Nerd Herders, and I went by just to talk with the owner because he had some issues going on and he came back in town. But while I'm there, I go through the back issue bin, see what they got, and I picked up some good stuff, man. I picked up not like everybody that went to MegaCon. I didn't pick up no fire like that.
Man,
that Eternals one you showed off on was it Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday.
That's a good looking book.
Very nice, good looking book.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But I just want to just kick it off real quick, Dan, if you don't mind me asking. The CBSI, how you get into all that with the reading pile, how they all get started. I mean, it's like that's pretty neat, man. You got that column there. That's dope, man.
Thanks. Are you guys familiar with CBSI at all?
Oh yeah.
All right. I've been a member on. I mean, they have the website, KomiKHAN.com, and I've been aware of it for their Hot 10 list. They have a couple of podcasts on there, and I joined their G Plus group around 2016, and it's a pretty spec heavy group, and I am into spec. I got a lot of books behind me, but I definitely try to send out as much as I bring in. The hobby supports itself that way, and I don't have to dedicate more than a room of my house to my books. So there's that. And so just on the G Plus forums, I just started writing about my daily pickups, things I've read, and some of the admins there were like, well, why don't you write for the site? And I was like, yeah, I'd like to do that. And so here we are about 9 months later, and the reading pod, yay, dpiercyscomics.com.
That's pretty neat, man. I just like,
dude, Dan, I was pretty sad when they closed down those the G Plus sites, because that was like my go-to for speculation stuff, man. And I know they're on that like the MeWe now, MEWE.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't feel the same.
It is different.
It's different, but yeah, I've been on that CBSI for at least the last 2.5, 3 years. And that, like Tuesday nights or Wednesday mornings, they do those like the pick, like what's coming out that day, what speculation hot. They've changed it up a little bit, but it's still something good for people to go and look at. Yeah,
there's a lot of great guys there. Brian Wood is like, and Jack DeMaio. They're videographers, and we're doing that hot cold show. Wow, that was really fun. I'm looking forward to doing that every week. There's a guy, Andy Tomberlin. He does an exhaustive Indie Spotlight series. It's great. There's a top 10 list. Tales from the Flip Side is a great podcast. And I mean, the website's a lot of fun. It is sad G Plus is gone, but trying to keep it going with MeWe. So,
yeah,
that's pretty neat, man. Hey, Jeffrey, can you look at the chat and give a shout out to everyone in the chat that's supporting the channel today?
Oh, wow, here we go.
Yeah, absolutely, because we got some good people in here today. Give me 1 second. We got our buddy Comic Geek McD. Hope you're doing well, McD. I know you've been going through some things, and definitely looking forward to getting you back and making some videos, working with you again. We got our boy JB over at Discovery Bay. What's up, Discovery Bay? Hope you're having
JB.
a good one. Yeah. We got our boy JP from JP's Budget Collecting. Good to see you, JP. I believe I'm going to be working with you tomorrow, right? You're going to be on the big show with me and Big Will. Looking forward to that. The Wacky Collector, what's up? How are you doing today? Chris Sharrock, good to see you. Chris, hope you're having a good weekend, buddy. Good to see you. My boy Dre Boogie, what's up, Dre? Hope you're having a good one today. We got Mike Johnson. What's up, Mike? Hope you're having a good weekend. Always good to see you, man. Our boy Borinquen Comics. Good to see you.
Oh, I like how you pronounce that, Jeffrey. You got some Spanish in you, sir.
The Comic Collector. What's up? Good to see you. We got our boy Perry. What's up, Perry?
Hey, Ruth.
Perry.
Is Perry in the house?
Yeah, Perry's in the house, man.
Perry, jump in, Perry. Hey. Dan Piercy is a fan of you too, so if you're at home, just let me know. We'll send you the invite, man.
That's right. That's right. We got our boy Jaguar says, yo, what's up, Jaguar? Hope you're having a good weekend. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by, showing your support, everyone. Appreciate it.
Man, that is we got nice people in the chat, and thank you everyone for hanging out with us with the special guest, Dan Piercy. And Mr. Piercy, just want to ask you real quick. Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure you've been collecting comics for a long period of time. But what got you into it, though, is a question. Like, what characters got you into it?
Yeah, I remember in 1977.
I remember that year. That's when I was born.
I was showing my age here. I was 9 years old in 1977. And I had the flu, and my parents came home with a handful of comics. One of them being Amazing Spider-Man 166. It was with the Lizard, and it was Stegron. And I mean, I was a kid and I was an adolescent in the 70s, and Marvel comics were awesome in the 70s. I mean, you had spinner racks in the grocery stores. You had those $1.50 Treasury editions. You had Star Wars adaptations of the comics. So, I mean, I was into that until 11, 12, 13 years old, got into sports, got into music, whatever. And then in my 20s, I started reading Spider-Man again. I started reading Image titles, and that was fun. And then I fell out of it again. But then around 2005, around the time of the Sin City movie, I was already starting to read trade paperbacks of Sin City. And then I started reading The Walking Dead trade paperbacks, heard they were great, and they were. And that's what got me into collecting weekly books again. And, been spending $20, $30, $40 a week.
Well, no one spends more than Edwin per week.
Not me, man. I do spend a lot, but I've seen others, man. They're like $100 every week.
Man, but
yeah, I'm right there in that $20 to $40 range every week.
Dude, but there's so many good stories out there, man. I can't stop myself from like taking an issue off. I need to know the next part of the story.
I don't blame you, man. It's so hard. Like, otherwise I'd have this pile that just would keep increasing, Like, at some point I was like, I got to do something to slow down.
But it is hard to budget, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, comics are $4 a book now. I mean, $4 and $5 a book. It's whew.
And then we go out there. I go to the con, and then I spend, $10 on a book, and I look at the price back in the day, 10 cents, 12 cents. But you know what? It's a good thing because we look at these books that survive all these years, and here we are, we're buying them because it means a lot to us. It's something that it means, it's history, man. So it's a cool thing about it.
Yeah.
And then people want to, say, oh, do you buy new books or old books? I buy both. Just like, whatever my budget's at that range. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think what is cool with what you guys are doing is you guys aren't just speculators. I mean, you're excited to read stories. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of it for some. There are some people who are in it strictly for like that kind of a business, and
that's cool.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is, and there's a lot of us that just kind of like to read them. Like I try not to speculate at all because I'm just not that person. I'm just not willing to put myself out there like that. Like, I don't know about.
I love spec, but I love reading the book too, man. Like you can't tell me, you can't say like, oh, Edwin the comic jabroni, he's just a specker and that's all he knows. Like, dude, I buy 10 to 13, 14 books a week and I read them on Wednesday. If I have like maybe one or two, I'll read it Thursday morning. I sit there and I read the books, man, because I love the stories. I love the artwork inside.
Yeah.
But I like my spec too, man. I'm not dumb to it.
Right.
Mr. Piercy, just a quick question, sir. I'm sorry, Jeffrey, but we'll jump right back to you within 1 second. Do you buy what's on your pool list? Like Wednesday come, you see us clowning around like on Tuesday nights. Do you listen to us? Or you be like, the hell with these guys, man?
No.
That Daredevil, that damn Daredevil is hot.
I think the bypass or SELP is very cool. I'm surprised the idea it's not being done more. So props to you guys for that. But like saying, I had to put a stack of books in front of me. I buy so much stuff. I mean, Justice League. Yeah. Immortal Hulk, Ice Cream Man. Man, this is a twisted book, and it's self-contained, issue to issue. You guys, folks out there, check it out. It's a cool book. It's very Twilight Zone-esque. It's cool.
So like Black Mirror on Netflix.
It's twisted stories like that. Yeah. There's this guy, the Ice Cream Man. He's like the crypt keeper. And it could be anything from like a suburban murder, whatever, to like a science fiction story, which it was this week with. So, yeah. And Paper Girls, BK Vaughn. Any y'all reading the Grant Morrison Green Lantern series?
Here.
Man, I dropped it, man.
It's pretty trippy. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, I picked up like the first 3 issues of it, and then I dropped it after that. I don't know. I just wasn't into it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. It's just like the green Martian Manhunter. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. You got the space stuff going on.
Any of y'all reading Martian Manhunter?
I am.
Yeah,
I dig it, man.
It's tripped out. I read the first 2 issues, and yeah, Martian Manhunter having sex and all that. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but it was creepy as hell, man.
Yeah, and image number 1s. Edwin, did you pick these up?
Dude, yeah. I've heard that one's good, though.
Haven't read these.
I picked that one up, Gogher. Whatever the hell it's called.
My Conans. I'm behind on Daredevil, but these are the books I picked up the last 2 weeks. So, I have a pull list of, my solid DCs and Marvels, and then, pick up any interesting independents along the way. I was a big Walking Dead fan. It's getting a little bit stale, but still reading that. But, anything, people are like, are you Marvel? Are you DC? I'm like, yes, everything, anything that's interesting. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Cheers.
Have you read that Die?
Yes. Yeah, it was cool.
It was. I mean, it's interesting. They compare it to Jumanji and all that good stuff, but yeah, it is like it's out there. It really is, and I like it.
Yeah, I read the first issue of that, or reviewed it. It was cool. I thought the story was better than the art. People seem to be going nuts for it. I dig it. I thought it was very, very cool. There's the role playing aspect, and they get trapped in the game, and yeah.
Come back later and all that good stuff.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was cool. I had no idea it was going to blow up like it did either.
Hearing rumors of being optioned and all that.
And that is the word that always gets a comic book hotter than it really should be. Is the option. An option doesn't mean that it's going to be made into a TV show.
Somebody just picked the rights up.
Yeah, it just means somebody picked up the rights, and at any point they ever want to, they could make a show. But there's been so many comic books that have been optioned and nothing happens. They just sit there and nothing ever happens to them.
I feel like any comic book that comes out now ends up being optioned, as far as like the indie ones.
True.
I feel like I'm hearing just about any indie new title that comes out gets optioned the next week after it comes out or something. And then,
yep. And one of these publishers has a like the rights have been sold, I think, to either Netflix or Hulu. So any comic that they do come out with, that could possibly be a TV show on Netflix or Hulu. I can't remember which one. I was thinking it was Aftershock, but it might not be. But that option word, man, it gets thrown around so much.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
It is a dirty word.
Oh man. But there was one book I was thinking about. Mr. Piercy, Sharky. Have you read Sharky?
No. It's in a stack of unread books.
Oh man.
Are you digging it?
Yeah, I love it. And dude, I can't wait. It's gonna be a Netflix show, and I can't wait to see it, man.
So Rod, man, you read a lot of stuff too.
Well, I try to read when I get some downtime, especially at work. If it's quiet, I whip out some books and But
that's why you need if you have an iPad or whatever, a Kindle, that's why you need that app, man. The DC, if you just like to read comics, that DC app or the Marvel Unlimited, whenever you're at work, you got your iPad with you, you turn it on and flip through some books, man. Just read them.
And actually, that's a good question. Now you brought that up, Edwin. We talked about DC app. Mr. Piercy, which one is good? Do you think? And Jeffrey too. Marvel DC app. Which one would you prefer? I already know where my heart is going to.
Well, I mean, I have the DCU on my TV, and yeah, I guess I have. I don't know. I mean, I'm old school. I like to have the book in my hands, but I love the DCU app. It's you guys have talked about the Doom Patrol show. It's awesome. You have access to all the DC books, and the entire Batman animated series is on there. I'm a big Harley Quinn fan, so I mean, that's
got
PA. So,
do they even have TV shows on there that you forgot? Like they even existed. You know, the older Flash show was on there.
Wow, the older Flash shows, right?
Older Flash. What is it?
Shots fired to myself and Dan Piercy. Shots fired.
Hey, you love Flash, man. I know you're watching that older Flash.
I have.
Yeah, man. You probably saw when it first came out. And that what is it? The Adventures of Lois and Clark, like that back in the 90s. It's all on there, man.
Hey, Jeffrey, take a look at the chat and the best moderator in the house, Jeffrey KomiKHAN Henson.
Let's see. Agu Ramos, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today, man? Yeah, I agree with you. They get us on the sex all the time. Comics for All People #1. Hey, man, how are you doing today? I think that's everybody, all our newcomers, everybody joining us today. We appreciate it. We got a live chat, though. Everybody's talking about the DC streaming apps.
They're digging it.
I haven't used any of them, DC or the Marvel, so I really honestly couldn't give an opinion. If I was like, somebody was like, you have to buy one, I would probably buy the Marvel one just because I'm more familiar with Marvel. But I can't give like a solid opinion on which one I would think would be better or anything like that. Good. Mariners hat. I do need a Mariners hat.
But if you go to price ranges, you get DC is $7.99, and I mean you get all the streaming and all that good stuff. So
right,
and it's pretty neat.
Marvel's $9.99.
I don't know. I haven't even got to the point to check on any of them. So like when it comes to either of the streaming apps, I'm really in the dark on all of them. So,
well, Marvel doesn't have any streaming on theirs. Theirs is just strictly comics.
Yeah.
Now they have more comics on there, but it's because they've been around longer.
DC playing catch up. Yeah,
they're playing catch up, but they've only been around for less than a year. But you do have the shows and the movies.
They got the shows, yeah.
You got the shows and the movies on there.
And with that being said, Wolf Warner's in the house. Wolf Warner is a big fan of Daredevil. So all you guys been knocking me for talking about Daredevil. There it is. Wolf Warner's in the house. And Edwin, you could
Rod, he's only saying he's into Daredevil, man, so he doesn't hurt your feelings, brother.
It's a great book. The story is great, man. But
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, man, whatever, man. We'll be knocking it. You're gonna be like Perry picking up Naomi #5.
I picked them up.
No. But anyways, Mr. Dan Piercy. So you got a busy schedule in your life, sir.
Yeah.
And just I was just sitting here thinking, we all work and all that good stuff, but your schedule must be like crazy. So how do you separate like you're reading your books?
Oh man,
CBSI and Time Family and all that stuff. How do you put that on? Look at that. How do you put that all together?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm actually working on a different format for the reading pile, so it's more like so it's shorter. So because I get bummed out when I'm actually writing more than I'm reading, and when I'm like doing in-depth reviews. Just curious, do you guys like reading comic reviews?
I read them.
I do too.
Yeah,
I'll read a book. I'll read a book and I need to like go back and sometimes I'll be like, wait a minute, did that just happen? And I'll go look at a review and be like, oh, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of gathered to like when you read like record reviews in Rolling Stone or Spin, or you used to, and like you have that familiarity with it. But I just want to maintain that brevity of like a record review. So hit key points and then give an overall opinion on the book and art. So yeah, there's that. But I try to read a comic a day. I'm bummed out, and if I can't, get up early, read a book. My wife knows Wednesdays we're staying home, and I'm probably reading books for an hour and a half. Keep the noise down. I'm reading, honey. You know.
And any coffee or OJ?
Coffee and OJ. Yes.
I'm a whiskey guy, man. You got to drink your whiskey when you're reading books.
I'm a beer guy. Well, I like whiskey too. I like whiskey.
Have you ever gone on the website? And I've talked about it before on my channel. That comic roundup.
I've heard of it. But...
comicbookroundup.com. They do a lot. They like aggregate the scores from all these different websites that review books, and they kind of like, you know, these professional reviewers are giving the book 8.5, and then the users of the website can go on there and review it themselves. Oh, and these, you know, they're giving it a 9.0. So it kind of color codes it too. So, you know, a green, like the darker the green, the better the book. And if it's down in the yellow, red, people aren't really digging it as much.
What is it called?
Comic Book Roundup.
Okay. That sounds cool. I mean, more opinions are better.
Yeah.
More voices, all that.
What happened with Rod? Rod just took off?
Did he?
Hey, Jeff, are you out of San Francisco?
No, Fresno. I'm about 4 hours south of San Francisco and about 4 hours north of Los Angeles. So
okay.
I'm right in the, between them both in the Central Valley.
How close is that to San Jose?
I'm about 2 hours south of San Jose, 2.5 maybe.
Oh, okay.
Not too far.
Edwin, have you always been in San Antonio?
For the longest time, yeah. I moved here when I was like 6th grade. My dad got stationed here, and I lived here through like middle school and high school, and then I joined the Army. I left for a few years, for about 9 years, and then I came back after I got out.
Cool. I love Texas.
Where are you located in Texas, Dan?
I'm not in Texas. I'm in Ohio.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But my sisters live in Bernie, which is outside of San Antonio.
Yep.
And one of my best friends lives in San Antonio. And I mean, Texas is one of those states like in San Ann and Austin. It's like New Orleans. I mean, there's no other place in the country like it. It's just different.
Dude, Austin is that, you know, that live music capital of the U.S., man.
Yeah.
They have that South by Southwest down here. Austin is insane.
But I was going to San Antonio about once a year, but my sister's been wanting to come to Ohio lately, so I don't know what's up with that. So
Sorry, guys.
There he is.
My father-in-law just jumped in the house. He's out there grilling food. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, we thought you were going to the bathroom or something.
No, that went away.
What's he grilling, man?
My wife is like, he's out there. I'm like, well, thank you.
Well, hey, Rod, before I take off, man, I wanted to just kind of show these few books off. And then, so real quick, dude, this is all, I got like 6 books here, man. Just going through the back issues, and I was like, dang, for this price, I can't pass this up. So I picked up Thor 364.
Sweet.
Dude, what is that, $2.99 or $3.99 price tag? I mean, you can't beat that. That's his first appearance as the Frog. And then this is Thor 410, which is a cool, Dr. Doom cover. And Conan getting so hot. Here's What If Conan was stuck in the 20th century.
let's see that cover.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that? Man. I know everybody was kind of tripping big balls or tripping. I'm sorry. When he showed up in event, in the MCU. So there you go. That's him with a gun. And I think this is a big one people should be looking for. This is The Thing 35. So this is the first appearance of, I can't remember this woman's name, as Miss Marvel. So it's just a different incarnation of Miss Marvel.
Actually, Sam Tangle Webb he's trying to get all Thing stuff. So.
Yeah, so this is a good one. This is my second copy, man, and it's a newsstand.
Yeah.
And then Harley Quinn. I know Dan was just talking about that. There's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, nice looking book.
26, and it's got Joker down there in the bottom. So had to pick that up, dude. And at $3, man, $2.99. That first series, this is a good one. I know Perry's gonna like that one. This Villains United #1 with Deathstroke on the cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, So just picked those up while I was there saying hi to the owner, and he cut me a pretty good deal because he's a veteran himself. So anytime I go in, he gives me like two or three of these for free. Like I pick up a nice stack and he gives me a few of them for free.
Awesome.
Any of y'all reading Thor now?
No, I'm not.
Not the run. No, I haven't picked it up in a minute.
Or War of the Realms?
I am getting that.
Okay.
Yeah. The main series. I'm not getting any of the side ones, just the actual War of the Realms.
Yeah, I just get so irritated by crossover stuff. I hate to be that way, but
So
yeah, no, I totally understand that.
So you don't like the tie-ins either? I'm like, there's so many books. There's actually one that Edwin brought up, the Strike Force one.
Yeah, Strike Force has been good. They're just one shots of each like team because War of the Realms. They have different teams that are going to the different realms, and they're on their own mission. So these one shots for Strike Force or whatever that team is going on their mission. So it just kind of gives you a better overall understanding of War of the Realms.
Yeah, I mean, I picked the one Strike Force, but it's not. I don't think it's the one you was talking about, Edwin. But
there's the War.
So
War Avengers and the Dark Elf realm. I think it's called Dark Elf something.
Okay.
Pretty good, man. Anyways, Rod, I got to take off, brother.
That's all right, sir.
Thanks for having me on. Dan, it was great talking to you, man, and I'll see you on Instagram.
Yeah. See you, Edwin.
Jeff, take it easy, brother.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, Edwin.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Later.
All right, Edwin.
Does he look just like Ricochet? He does. The Ricochet. I think it's the same person. I just think Edwin hasn't told us.
Yeah, don't do that. He gets his head real big, and then he will start sending pictures out to. We don't need that right now, man.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was gonna say so when Mr. Piercy, when was the last time KomiKHAN you went to?
Man, I'd have to say it was Lexington KomiKHAN. Not this year, but last year.
Last year.
Yeah, I only go seeing your MegaCon stuff, seeing people getting excited about MegaCon. It makes me go to another one. There's one in south of North Carolina that a bunch of CBSI people are going to that I'm not going to be able to go to. Have you guys ever been to Baltimore KomiKHAN?
No, not me. No.
That's another big one that a bunch of CBSI are going to. So we'll see. I don't know. I tend to like to go to these smaller shows in the Midwest, and have you guys heard of Lexington KomiKHAN in Lexington, Kentucky?
I have not.
Well, it's pretty big for Kentucky, and
but this. I'm sorry, Dan, but the same thing in Florida. The smaller events are the better ones. They have more vendors. Like this past MegaCon right now, that's going on right now. You walk in, you have vendors of comics. Everything else is like, shirts and gaming and the whole freaking signature and signing and all that stuff. All the artists, it was like massive. But you have a small area for comics, but it was more than last year, so I was happy for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the gaming. I'm not into gaming at all, so if that went away, I wouldn't mind. But I'm tolerant of that. I don't mind the cosplay. That pisses a lot of people off. It doesn't bother me. I'm into that. I don't know. I'm jonesing to go, but the last KomiKHAN I went to, again, it wasn't 2019, but it was 2018. I met Ric Flair. I got him to sign a book for me at that one. I picked up a Batman Adventures 12 for about $350. I got the dealer to come down about $100 on that. Thank you, sir. Got that slabbed. Sold. It came out of 9.6. Sold that for a nice tidy profit. So that's a great story, and so. But unfortunately, I'm getting the foundation of my house fixed this week, and that's going to be like thousands of dollars. So I don't know if I'll be going to any KomiKHANs anytime soon. My wife is cool. She lets me plan our vacations. We were talking about going to New York KomiKHAN, but Yeah, with this foundation thing we're working on. I'm not sure that's going to happen. But
You ever been to New York before?
Been to New York before, have not been to New York KomiKHAN. Wow. I've been to Philadelphia KomiKHAN. Philadelphia KomiKHAN's badass.
Oh, that it's kind of weird because I'm born and raised in Philly. Damn, that's pretty cool. Now
I love Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia.
What's your favorite part?
West Philadelphia.
Born and raised, right?
Yeah.
I come from a bad neighborhood, man, but bad neighborhood, great man.
That's funny.
But damn. So what's the one thing you like about Philly, Mr. Piercy?
I mean, it's just a cool blue collar town, you know. Food is great. Walk around the neighborhoods, talk to the people, you know. It's a cool place. My wife went to graduate from the Philadelphia Art Institute. So whenever she likes to go to New York, we go there every couple of years. But we'll actually fly into Philadelphia and either take the megabus or take the train in New York. It's a little more cost efficient, and yeah. So.
Yeah, you get that pass. You know, the train pass, and then you go to New York. You get that the other pass and just swipe it through the thing.
I'd rather stay in Philly, but my wife likes to go to New York, so I have no choice but to accompany her.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life.
Heard that.
Yeah, so man, look at this. We got Chad 90F Comics. He's in the house. Man, what's up, Chad?
Yeah, we got Chad. Chad's going to KomiKHAN this weekend, I believe.
He's going tomorrow.
We got John's Comics with Kids. John stopping by, at least showing up, say what's going on.
Now that we got Dan Piercy in the chat or in the house, should I say? Let me correct that. Yeah. All right, guys, let me correct that. He's in the house. He's a special guest. He is the man of the
Perry's
party
back.
hour or the whole show. So, do anyone in the chat have any questions for Dan Piercy? This guy is from, CBSI. He puts a show out there. He got a channel. Got to drop a column talking about comic books. Any questions for Mr. Piercy?
Any questions for the D-Man?
The D-Man. The D-Man.
D-Man.
So, any questions right now? If not, that's fine.
That's cool.
We keep it going because I got a package right here. And I ordered some books. And I forgot what I ordered.
We got an unveiling going on.
I ordered these books from GramCracker.com.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Perry. Perry says I'm making laugh on Instagram. I try, brother.
So yeah, let me see what I ordered because I forgot, honestly.
Man, I got a new book too. I don't have it with me though. But should I talk while you're unboxing, Rob?
Do it, brother. Oh man, there he goes.
Are y'all familiar with Jay Lee at all?
Oh, Jay Lee. Oh my God. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything, but I know someone that was there that did a commission, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna put a video out for it. So,
but when I was at Lexington KomiKHAN 2 years ago, Jay Lee was at the booth by himself, and I was like, "Oh my God, Jay Lee, how you doing?" And he was sitting there drawing, working on his commissions, and his style is a little impressionistic. It's a little stylized. It's a little different. And I was like, Jay, I know you've been drawing all your life. So when did you go from like your conventional, hands and faces and proportions to this crazy style? And he looked at me with a smile on his face. He was like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't make a very good teacher.
That is so cool, man.
And then he went back to his drawing. He was working on Black Bolt from the Inhumans, no photo reference, and it was just cool as all hell. So nothing but love for Jay Lee. He is cool. Man, back to your book,
beat that, man.
Yeah.
Nah, just some. Actually, you got any more slabs you want to show off? Because
we do have a question in the chat for Dan. It's just they're asking, what does he do at CBSI? So
yeah,
maybe you can give us a little breakdown.
I write a column called The Reading Pile. If you go to dpiercyscomics.com, it forwards over to The Reading Pile. It's bi-weekly. I do it twice a month. There are a lot of guys who are weekly. Topher does a True First column. There's a top 10 list on CBSI. Like I said earlier, Andy Tomberlin does a great Indie Spotlight series of books that are coming out Wednesday, etc. So I'm just one of the many writers. Nice. And yeah, I should. Well, I'm on a show now, the Hot and Cold List, which is that on Wednesday? I think it's on Wednesday. We just started doing it, so there's that. Excuse me.
Sweet.
And it's pretty neat, man, because what you do is awesome, and we appreciate it. And I'm sure the comic book community will be watching it and be reading your.
We'll see. I hope so. Lots of love for CBSI, and lots of love for Coast to Coast Comics and Bypass and Sell and the Comic Triple Threat.
Oh damn! Thanks for that plug, Dan Piercy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about, guys. The community is great. We have a bunch of great people that put out good content, and to reach out to Dan Piercy, I was kind of hesitant. I was just like, you know what, whatever, man. The guy, he's always on our chats.
Kind of hesitant. What?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I'll be completely honest.
What?
And I was like, man, the homie is always out there.
Nah, people love y'all, man.
Shows and stuff like that. But I'm just being real though. That's the thing about me, Edwin, Perry, and Jeffrey. We just real, and I'll come out clean. I was just saying, I was nervous. Like, how do I reach out to Dan Piercy? And I just said, what the hell with it. And me and Jeffrey, I tell Jeffrey all the time, man, should I reach out to this guy? And Jeffrey's like, yeah, go for it.
No,
Jeffrey's like so laid back.
I'll tell you guys what you're doing with Coast to Coast, having different guests every week. It's very cool. People who are active in your chat, it keeps it fresh, So
yeah, we try. I mean, that's just kind of the point of it. Get on here, talk some comic books, and get a different perspective and angle every weekend.
And just have a good time, because actually, KomiKHAN's been on the show with Bueller. And they had a great time. It was like it was like an escape just to get away from everything and just to hang out and joke around, because we talked about comics, but we just hung out and just joke around.
Oh, KomiKHAN has been on Coast to Coast?
Yeah, he has.
Okay, I would have figured that would make you more nervous than having me on the show.
Oh, man, I was crapping bullets, but see, KomiKHAN just be like this. But you're like so laid back, like you grab a drink, whatever. So I can grab a drink right here,
I mean, I've been following up for a bit. I mean, it feels pretty organic, so
Yeah, but these are my books from last week. I'm just gonna whip this out real quick.
Let's see them.
Nice.
I gotta go after this, guys. I gotta go hang out with my father-in-law, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's the first time in a long time he's been here. So
you gave me an hour. Appreciate it.
Oh man, thank Mr. Piercy. Hey guys, if you don't know Dan Piercy, go to his Instagram. Follow him on his Instagram. The guy is dope. It's just a great guy. CBSI, man. He doesn't need no plugs. The guy is the man. That's all I gotta say. He's a humble dude, and you'll see him on the chat and all that good stuff. And he's a positive influence to the community, and that's what we need.
I do have a question for y'all before we sign off.
What was that, sir?
I do have a question for y'all before we sign off.
Definitely.
So, do you want to do your books or what? Well, I mean, there's so much YouTube content. Like, you guys, how many shows do you do, Rod? You do at least 2. Is there more than that?
Well, I do the Coast to Coast, and then I do the comic book community. I don't even know how that happened. I just woke up one day and I just remember KomiKHAN gave me a shout out. And I said, if he gave me a shout out, when he was growing, he was already big, and I said, why can't I give a shout out to other channels? So that's how it started. And I went to JB, Discovery Bay.
Yeah, JB's awesome.
Yeah, oh, dude, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
And I make sure I gotta send him thumbnails now. That way he has it a week in advance. But I told him, I said, JB, should I go live or record? He said, just do it live. So, and that's what I did. And I figure if KomiKHAN gave me a shout out, I want to give the community a shout out. So that's why I was searching for channels, and that's how it all happened. So that was my second show, and then the Tuesday Buy Your Pass, that was on a fly. And me and Edwin like texting back and forth one day, and I said, I just walked in the house. I said, Edwin, it's 7:00. You want to do it? And he was like, yeah. And we did at 8:00. And it was just a lot of fun. And next thing you know, Perry jumped on, and then we go on Edwin's channel to do it, and then we got to put it on Perry's channel. I have to do it. But
Yeah.
Those are my babies. I agree. These channels are my babies. But actually, Jeffrey was the first one. Jeffrey was like, boy, we need to go live. We got to do something. He reached out to me. So,
but Rod, I mean, you talk about managing your time. I mean, it's like I watched you guys on Tuesday. I had a show on Wednesday I had to watch live. I felt bad because I couldn't watch the CBSI Brian Woods videographer's show, the Bolo show on Thursday. We're doing this show tonight. We're trying to read comics. We're writing about comics. It's crazy. You almost don't need. There is so much YouTube content. Yeah. It's insane. But I mean, props to the community. You know, you want to do your own shows, but then you also want to reciprocate. You know, watch other people's stuff, and it's a lot.
Hard, yeah, for sure. No, that's one of the hardest things I've dealt with because I do like 12 shows, and it started from being just me watching the YouTube videos and then eventually becoming a creator. And then you're a creator trying to watch all the shows. And then it's just like, it's so hard, you know, like to have a job. I work 9 to 5 every day. Then I come home and it's like, I'm on a show. And then it's like, you got to eat dinner. You got to take a shower, you know, and then it's like you sit down at the end of the night and put on a YouTube show and fall asleep. Like, it's hard to keep up.
It's hard, and then of course, Mr. Piercy has a wife to go to, and myself too, and it's just, but you have other chicks to go to, so it's just it's a lot of hard work, but we're surrounded by this positive people, especially my wife is very supportive, and she says, do it, it clears your mind and all that good stuff. And of course, right now, my father-in-law is out there grilling some food, so I got to go hang out with him. But
get to those books.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, no pressure.
It is pressure, but look at it. Actually, the books came in perfectly. Jeez, these are nice.
That's sweet.
Star Wars, Age of Rebellion, Boba Fett. That's one area I didn't want to get into was with the Star Wars, but I was reading the Darth Vader, and that hooked me. So I had to pick these up right now. So that was the first one. Oh man, yeah. Oh shit. Yep. Savage Sword of Conan.
That's beautiful. Yep. I got that in my pile too.
Yeah, great story. Are you reading Barbarian Conan?
I'm reading both of them.
Oh man, awesome books. Great art too. Great art. Oh man, this is a variant. Look at that one, guys.
Oh yeah, that one is cool. I've seen that one around.
That is neat. And if Perry's watching, he's gonna love this.
Man, he loves Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, Lord. You know what? And I saw Greg Capullo, and I'm listening to Greg Capullo. He's signing books, and he's going, ha, 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 and he's laughing. Everything he does sounds like Perry comics. Sound like no wonder Perry likes this guy so much. Everything about him. Oh, of course,
oh, Perry. Perry's good. Like Perry.
Great guy. And
Yeah.
I had to go to the Indies, man. IDW, Eve Stranger. Great things I heard about this. I can't wait to read it, man. So
Yeah, Rod, you can do a lot of different stuff.
I try to cross over. Yeah, man. You got Marvel, DC, all these good companies, so you have to expand a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Heard that. I try to be the same way.
And Boom Studios, we got Ronin Island.
Yep.
I like Boom Studios books a lot, as well as IDW.
And then I had to pick up Samurai Jack, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I heard that Ronin Island's supposed to be pretty darn good. I haven't read it, but
yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a great read, actually. It's you can read it within like probably 15 minutes if you're by yourself alone.
right.
With that being said, hey Dan Piercy, I'm sorry, but I gotta cut it short, man. Hey Jeffrey, I'm sorry, but got company outside. But man,
It's okay.
Appreciate it.
It's an honor, man, to have Dan Piercy in the house.
Nah, like I said, lots of love to you guys. Lots of love to customers.
Oh, we appreciate you coming on.
You, Jeff, and Edwin, and Perry too. Keeping the rotation because I'd love to do this again. It's felt very organic. And any of y'all read The Goon?
I read the first issue. Loved it.
There's an Alex Ross cover this week.
Oh,
it's beautiful. That's my pick for this week. So pick that up
Alex
if you see
Ross.
it. So,
Yeah.
Hey, how about you? Will you come on buy your pass as a special guest one night? If I send you an invite,
hell yeah, I'd be into that. I would be into that.
Oh, sweet, man.
So,
all right. Guys, with that being said, hey Jeffrey, do you have anything going on planned for the rest of the week? Any shows? Just talk about whatever you're doing this week.
Yeah, well, tomorrow I got a show with Big Will, The Big Show, 11:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Direct Edition Squad, we will be doing a show, and then I'm not exactly sure what time yet, but I'm on another show tomorrow on the KomiKHAN. We're doing a review of the WWE pay-per-view.
Oh,
so
you're a wrestling fan there?
Hell yes, man! I got the Ric Flair book in the back.
Yeah.
All right. I was making sure. Just wrestling fan or just I'm all about AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I read a lot about AEW and New Japan. I'm getting there. I like NXT better than the main roster, so I'm getting there.
There we go. Thank you for someone, because Edwin is trapped in some kind of Vince McMahon mind that he will not.
And you saw that post, the Viking experience, the Viking war. What is that? So stupid.
Now they're the Viking
War Machine. Just leave it at War Machine.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was they got in trouble for that or something. Why would they even change it?
It was so
Vince McMahon.
They even changed their names too. Like, wasn't it like?
Yes, they changed their names. Yeah. Man, we should do a wrestling podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
We could do it. But Mr. Piercy, you got anything going on the next few days or anything besides coming to buy your pass or a special guest?
Nah, just thank you guys. dpiercescomics.com, comicbookinvest.com. So thank y'all again so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jeffrey, thank you for hanging out. Edwin, thank you for hanging out. Dan Piercy, it was a freaking honor, and I wish I could make it go longer, but
just keep me in the rotation. We'll do a 2-hour show.
Oh man, we'll do it, man. All right, guys. With that being said, everyone in the chat, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate your support. And with that being said, we all say good night. Peace.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.